We've all been waiting for it. We've all been waiting for that new Bungie game. A trailer for Marathon drops and the crowd goes... Bungie. The studio that gave us Halo. Each one a masterpiece. With Halo Reach being my personal favourite. With Emil's goated line, I'm ready. How about you? Cinema.
Who's next? I'm ready! How about you?
Cinema. Absolute cinema. Perfect. I love Reach. I really do. I love it. The story is just so good. So good. Remember the trailers they did? Cinema. Just cinema. That's the only way to describe Halo Reach. Cinema. The marketing was top tier. But when Bungie announced that they were leaving the series in the hands of 343, who still haven't made a good Halo game, still... Wait, hot take. Halo 4 was actually pretty good. Hey, come on. For two very important reasons. No. I'm serious. I liked Halo 4. Nowhere near what we had, but I still liked it. Halo 5, on the other hand... Oh my dear God. Seriously. What the f***? Bungie moved on to make Destiny. I know some people really hate Destiny, but I loved it. Wait. Let me look at how many hours I have. Oh my... Damn. That's a lot of hours. I need to put that on my dating profile. Might actually get some hits then. What do you think? I loved it. Chasing that Gallahorn, dropping that feeling when you finally did. Oh. My God. Soloing raids. Like, I know that's not supposed to be a thing you can do, solo a raid. But I loved it because I love playing by myself. I don't like people that much. Except for you guys. You guys are cool. You have no friends. What? I do have friends. I have loads. Prove it. Okay, moving swiftly on. But then Bungie made Destiny 2, which was weird because Destiny was meant to be a 10-year project, which you can argue that it still is. I mean, it is, but why launch a new game that's exactly the same game? But I think this was really the start of the downward spiral for Bungie. Because, yes, while the expansions improved in quality, so did the microtransactions. And wow, there is a lot of transactions in Destiny 2. I stopped playing Destiny just after Forspoken. I just didn't really like the direction Destiny was headed. But Astacross did a great video on Destiny 2 and their microtransaction problem. Go and watch that if you haven't. It's a great video. It's bad. It's really bad. You got a season pass. You got a battle pass. You got event cards. You've got shaders. You got sparrows. And you've got armor sets. Armor sets. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. I think that's about the... I mean, there's probably more. I mean, let's face it, there's probably more. They also did collabs with other IPs like The Witcher, but guess how you got those? That's right, they weren't earnable. No, you couldn't go into the world and complete quests to get them. You had to pay for them. Then, I mean, at that point, why am I doing quests for gear when the best gear is just buy it? You know, I don't like it. They've also flip-flopped with ownership in all this time. Since the time they launched Destiny, they had a deal with Activision, and then they went private. Then NetEase had an investment with them. Now I believe they are in a partnership with Sony. And Sony's main goal since forming this partnership seems to be how much money can we squeeze out of this very, very loyal fanbase. Because it is a loyal fan base. They really love Destiny, and I feel sorry for them, I do, because it is like this addiction you can't stop. Like, it's an MMO problem, really. But I feel like at this point, they are just being taken advantage of. With Destiny, there isn't a lot of new players coming in, because even for me, who's played it all this time, I load up Destiny when a new expansion comes out or a new season, and I'm like, where the what do I even start with? There's so much crap everywhere. No. And for a new player, that's gotta be overwhelming. I mean, what is all this? What is it? Bro, and I haven't even mentioned them taking content away. Yeah, they did that. They called it sunsetting. Now, I believe that the deal with Sony is that they wanted them to make this new online shooter for them, as well as farming Destiny players. You know, Sony is really chasing that cash cow. They want their very own Fortnite, which was what Concord was supposed to be. They shouldn't laugh. That studio no longer exists. F's in the chat, boys. These Sony multiplayer shooters are just going to keep rolling on until they find that cash cow, which at some point they've got to succeed, right? You keep throwing it at the wall, eventually something's going to stick. Maybe. I'm just trying to imagine telling myself from 15 years ago that the guys behind Xbox's biggest IP are now in a partnership with Sony. I don't think I would have taken that so well 15 years ago. But here's the thing, this is no longer the same Bungie. I don't think there's many left from that original dev team, and they put it in the marathon trailer too. From the creators that brought you Halo and Destiny. I don't think the creators of those games are there anymore. No, I don't think they are. I'm sure there are talented people there, but it's clear to me that that passion that was very evident in their games from a long time ago is no longer there. Especially when you see things like the layoffs, and then the next thing you see is the CEO stacking up his car collection. I mean, come on. You gotta know how that looks, bro. It's not a good look. Hey, boss, you wanted to see me? Nice car collection you got there. Hey, thanks for noticing. Beautiful, aren't they? But we're struggling right now. Really? We must be doing some kind of well with all those microtransactions, seeing as you've got all them cars. No. I found all these cars in the wild, just there for me to take. Didn't spend money on them. No money whatsoever. I don't think that's how cars work. You fired. What? Be gone, peasant. All right, so that should be enough for one more car. Let's buy another car. It's just not a good look. And a lot of people really didn't like this look. And then Marathon gets announced and Destiny players were all upset because they were like, so you're making a new PvP game, yet you can't fix the PvP in the game you already have for the last year. Well, makes sense. No, that's a great plan. I mean, they're right to be upset by that, man. PvP has been rough for a long time in Destiny. Like, it goes through patches, like it's good, and then it's really bad, and then it's really bad for a long time. Okay, so that's the short version of where Bungie is at right now. They aren't exactly in the best position with their own fan base, let alone the wider gaming audience. I mean, I could talk for a very long time about Bungie and Destiny and all that, but this video is about Marathon, so let's talk about Marathon.
Finally!
Also a UK chocolate bar many years ago, I think, before my time. I'm not that old. Promise. So what are my thoughts? What are my thoughts towards this brand new shiny game? Brand new. Makes sense. Sure, yeah. So I thought the cinematic trailer was pretty good. I won't lie, I kind of liked it. I know a lot of people don't really like it, but I kind of liked it. I like the vibe I'm feeling, and I like the atmosphere here. Like, that I like. And I also really liked the sound and the music. I thought the sound and the music was very good, but they always do. Yeah. Even though they unfortunately fired Marty, which I'll never forgive them for, but it still slaps. I can't lie about that. The music at Bungie still slaps. I like the weird looking aesthetic. I'm not sure how I feel about the look of the characters. I'll talk more about that later. I'm really not sure. But I swear to God, that's Adam Jensen from Deus Ex, right? That character right there, that's Adam Jensen, right? It sounds just like him.
It's not my business.
I'm convinced. I do think they were trying a bit too hard to be edgy with this trailer. You know, they had the Ozymandias poem, which is a great poem, but just came off as a bit of edgy. I kind of like what they're going for. Felt like these people are giving up their human bodies to live in these cybernetic killing machines. And then hearing that poem brought an ounce of humanity back, and they were all chasing it. I like that. No, I do. I like that. But here's my question. Why? Like, the whole thing. Why? There's no single player campaign. Why are you setting up a story when there isn't gonna be one? Am I going crazy? Am I missing something? I guess you can say it's kind of like what Overwatch do, and they give cinematics to all their characters to give them a little bit of backstory, but I don't know, this felt like more than that. I don't know. I just find it strange when it won't matter at all within the game. Like, when I play, and if I play this extraction shooter, I'm not going to give a shit about any of that at all. I'm not going to care how these characters feel. So, yes, mixed feelings with the cinematic trailer. I just found it too weird. Too much edge, with not enough climax.
What?
That's how I feel. They did show some gameplay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be positive, I am, but it is just... I'm just not an extraction shooter kind of guy. I played Delta Force in the extraction shooter game mode they have. I think I played it 3 times and I'm bored. I played COD's version, again, bored. I prefer the old classic arena shooters for multiplayer, I do. Call me old, I don't care. I miss Gears of War when it was good, man. Although I'd never tried Tarkov. That's the big boy in this genre, right? Hardcore game with a hardcore fan base. I just don't want to buy it because you have to pay for it when there's every chance that I'm not going to like it, considering the experience I've had with other extraction shooters. You know what I mean? I think that's fair, right? What I will say, though, is I still think Bungie is among the best when it comes to FPS gameplay. Like, it's super smooth, it flows well, it looks great, it looks like it's going to feel good. They're still very good at that. Like, say what you want about Destiny, but the gameplay always is good. Like, regardless of the format of the quests and all that, that's a different conversation, but the gameplay and the combat always feels good. However, I think they're missing the market for this game by about 3 years. I haven't seen a lot of demand for games like these anymore. And the market that is there for these games, this just doesn't feel like a game that's made for them. Like, the gamers that enjoy games like this, they enjoy the hardcore aspects of it, right? The dying and losing all your loot, figuring out all these mysteries on the map, what works, what doesn't work, what the value of things are. That's what they appreciate, right? They like the learning curve and they like the brutality of it, because if you die, you lose everything. The game seems very handholdy from what I've seen. It feels like a game that after 3 games, you're going to understand everything about the game. Like, everything. No real mystery to it, you know? No figuring out anything for yourself. It looks like a pick up and play shooter, is what I'm trying to say. That we've all played before. Now, I know this annoys a lot of people, but there is a lot of talk about this being woke and appealing to the mythical modern audience. A lot of conversation around that online. Is it Concord 2.0 is what we're saying. This is the Western games industry, after all. They seem to always want to do their best to avoid making the traditional men and women characters and go for this more modern way. You know, the direction that Concord went in. I mean, I see where people are coming from, but with the cinematic trailer, that doesn't feel like what they're going for. Feels like it's trying to be more gritty and dark. There was no cheesy lines or Marvel comedy that is in everything now. But at the same time, they have these wacky looking characters and weird art style. It just feels like it's struggling to really figure out what game it's trying to be. It does seem like they're doing their best to avoid making any money, though. Like, the Western games industry really hates what Marvel Rivals is doing, right? They do not give a damn about making men and women look hot. They don't. They don't care. God damn them thighs. Woo. I haven't even played Marvel Rivals for anyone that wants to accuse me of just playing games with hot characters. Like, fuck off. I haven't played it. The point that I'm making is this is easy money. People obviously like it, and it sells. This kind of doesn't. There has been some fuss made about the devs as well, and who they are and how they identify. I have the approach of giving people the benefit of the doubt until you prove to me that you don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Once they start forcing an agenda down my throat, that's when those people get added to the list of, I am no longer playing your games. Whatever you make, not playing. We'll see. I know a lot of you don't give them the benefit of the doubt anymore, and I see where you're coming from. I do, because how many times have we seen it now? Now, will it fail? Will it be another Concord? Is it gonna go down in history as Bungie's worst ever game? Are Sony pissing away money trying to chase this cash cow? I don't know. But what I do know is that Marathon has work to do. The game being free to play is not a great start Not when the competition around you is mostly free to play. And it's not exactly like you're offering anything new on the genre. It just looks like another game in that genre. And you can guarantee there is going to be a season pass, battle pass, event pass, whatever kind of pass, and cosmetics to buy. Because it's Bungie and that's what they do now. Perception is everything. And from what I've seen, a lot of people do not like the look of this game. Some people do. That's great. Let me know if you do like it. But a lot of people don't. I do think Bungie can turn this around. First of all, I think they have to make it free to play. I do, because you know there's going to be microtransactions in that game. Just make it free to play. If you have faith in the game and that people are going to continue playing it, then make it free to play. Do it. Do it, pussy. Do it. I think they need to make these characters look less like hollow shells. It is also called Marathon, while not looking a whole lot like Marathon. Everything around this game right now feels like a cash grab. To me, anyway. So all in all, I'm pretty mixed about the whole situation. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't like extraction shooters. What am I talking about? And this game hasn't given me anything to sort of bring me in and say, yes, I want to play this game. So I don't know. I don't think this campaign over the weekend has worked on me. I just have an emotional attachment to the name Bungie. And I'm curious to see where this game goes. I think that's where my interest in this whole thing comes from. But let me know what you think. Are you interested in this game? Are you not interested in this game? I'm always interested in reading other people's thoughts because we all think differently. We all react differently. So I'm interested to know what you think. See you in the next one.